I'm bundled up here in South Texas, Corpus Christi, North Padre Island. We have a unit right over there behind me, and it's one of our rentals, Airbnb rentals. So we're down here working on our rentals. We came down when everything was so nice and warm and lovely. South Texas, February weather, 72, people at the pool. People fishing on this lake, just sitting on the grass on the bank. Or are they now? They're not here. They are scattered. They are terrified. They are nervous and worried. There's been no electricity here. We're going on to the third day with no power. Water spotted. Sometimes there's water, sometimes there's not. And so it's kind of a panic time. And the station down the street, they sold out all their gas. I went in there a couple of days ago in the morning to get a breakfast taco because you can't even cook. Everything is cold, so we're having to eat cold food. So I thought it'd just be nice to get a little breakfast taco. And so I went there, and the place was a zoo. Everybody was buying gas, so I filled up, had to wait 30 minutes to get my gas. And now since then, all the gas has been sold out. There's yellow bags on all the handles going, don't buy gas, there is no gas. And everybody's rushing into the little local gas station market, cleaning it out of all their food. And of course, to get breakfast tacos, they open at 5:30, and you got to get there early, because if you don't, you've got to wait over an hour and a half for breakfast tacos. And now there's no coffee because there's a boil alert here in Corpus Christi, North Padre Island, to boil the water. So they're not making coffee because they can't boil their water. So really, I'm freezing. It's like 18 to 32 here in South Texas, which is unheard of. And people don't like it. The older people, especially what you call winter Texas, they come from Minnesota, Michigan to expect Florida, South Texas, South climate, warm weather. They ain't getting it. They are all hiding out. They're in their car, starting it up, getting their hands warmed up, and sitting there for an hour or two every so often just to warm up. Marilyn and I go to bed about 8 o'clock. We blanket the bed with 2 or 3 blankets. We get candles, and we light the candles, and we play rummy for a while and just enjoying ourselves, because we're making the best of it in an adverse situation. And that's what God wants us to do. Trust Him in all circumstances. I was telling Marilyn yesterday about the Scottish Covenanters, and it just reminded me that in this freezing kind of weather, yesterday was a little bit dreary, rainy, kind of icy rain. They were in Edinburgh at the Grey Friars Cemetery, huddled together, moms and dads and children, some of them freezing to death, and really not having a place to go to, a facility. To think I have to get, when the water's running, buckets, fill them up in our tub, and use them to flush the commode. They didn't have commodes. They're just going behind an old tombstone, and the men in one and the woman in another for some privacy, and that's their bathroom. That's their lot in life. And so we are so spoiled as a world. We expect everything just like that. We're mad when we can't get coffee at the local gas station, when the gas pumps are dried out, and you're not having a place to go, and you're freezing in your bedroom. You know what? Life is that way. But we've been so spoiled we can't cope. God gives us the ability through our trust in Him, knowing that He hasn't forsaken, knowing that He's in control. Do you realize that Jesus put the disciples through circumstances like storms, running out of food, all kinds of things, to teach them that they can trust Him in adversity? We're a people that need to learn to trust the Lord in adversity. And so I thank God for these circumstances. I'm 100% optimistic because I have a God that's on the throne, that prayer changes things, that God is able to sustain and to carry us through. And the worst thing that can happen is for me to freeze to death. Well, if Marilyn and I freeze to death and they found us in our condo frozen to death, guess what? Don't be sorrowful. Just go, you know what? Little Bear and Marilyn got to be with the Lord. They froze overnight. What's so bad about trusting God in the midst of adversity? Not shaving, not eating warm food, not getting all those things. Trials that come our way are for our showing God that we can trust Him and still have a smile on our face and say, God, you're in control. What can I do to help people? Our neighbor down the street in South Texas, here, San Antonio, actually we're like 4 hours south of town, but our home back home, he was driving his Jeep, he's 73, 74-ish. He turned the Jeep over about 4:30 in the afternoon, and it fell against the bank. He couldn't get out of the door. He couldn't kick the upper door because he's got cerebral palsy. He's lamed. He was born that way. He can get around but doesn't have a lot of strength. And he sat in his Jeep for 15 hours before somebody saw him and rescued him. He's in the hospital. We don't know what his condition is like. But adversity befalls us, from cold, freezing, no food, nothing warm, to getting in car accidents. Adversity. Can we trust the Lord in adversity? That's what the Lord wants us to do. Trust Him. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith when difficult times come, and they will come. I'll leave you with this word to pause and ponder.